Hello. Thank you, Wextex, for the 30 months. Goddamn. And thank you, Daravia for the 11 months. Jesus, that's a long time. Those 13. Did that guys like my blanket? Wow. Hello, it's been a while. We're chosen. Thank you for the 16 months. My setup feels darker than usual. I don't know why. Hi. It's been a while. Hey guys. The dye's basically gone from my hair. It's kind of funny. Why are you guys so far off the edge? Guys, we have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot to discuss. Alright, are you ready? Why is my camera... What is happening? Hold on, let me fix this real quick. It's upsetting me. Overlay? Why can't I move my overlay? Let me move the overlay. Okay. Huh? Overlay. You guys always been cut off? Damn. That's upsetting. Anyways. Hi! It's been a while. When was the last time I streamed? Who knows? Who really knows? We're gonna have a little bit of a catch-up today, but first of all, we're gonna talk about important things. Important things indeed. I'm checking when the last time I streamed was. Hold on. It was the 16th, which was 13 days ago. I do have a good reason for not being here. If you didn't know, there was a strike. If you came to my chat at all during the week, you would have seen that I had a pinned message. Livs, also thank you for the 4 months. I had a little pinned message. Saying that I was taking part in the strike. Look, binary thing for 21 months. Jesus. So I was doing that. I was also doing some work on the side while I was posting stuff about Palestine. If you know what's going on in Palestine, there's a genocide going on. Please educate yourselves. It is everywhere. It doesn't take long to read what's going on. I've reposted a lot of resources. It's not hard to find resources. At the moment, I'm teaming up with the lovely people over at Particles for Palestine, who are doing a lovely artists are coming together and doing a whole charity thing, which is great. I'm taking part in that. To get some streamer. Thank you. To get some eSIMs for Gaza. I have that link to the main tweet pinned. Please go check it out. Thank you. But yeah, I was taking part in that strike while that was going on. So yeah, well, I'm back. Hi. Hello. Thank you, Guqqie, for the 15 months and Creature for the 17. I'm back proper now. I know for the first, the start of this month, I was like, I'm back. I'm back, guys. But if you didn't know, my PC was broken. My PC broke a month and a half ago. And I got the lovely Ran who fixed my PC for me. Which cost a little bit to get the... Thank you, Tamron, for the 26 months, goddamn, of Prime. Means that was fixed. Now, it is fixed, yeah. It was broken. My graphics card blew up. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, Jesus.
Welcome back, Key. Much love to you.
Thank you for all the resubs, guys. I really appreciate it. I know I haven't been active the last month and a half, because of my situation. But thank you for coming back and chilling with me. Lady Banana Peel, thank you for the tier 1, and Rifle Rockstar for the 14 months. How does graphics card blow up? Fortnite Racing. Fortnite Racing. So now I have my baby back, which means I can continue to record my 100 Days of Stardew. I don't want to play Fortnite Racing Gravel. Never again. So what happened was, we actually don't know what happened. My graphics card just stopped working. And I'm going to demonstrate what happened. So I'm playing Fortnite Racing. POV, I'm playing Fortnite Racing. I boost. Suddenly, my monitors go black. And I hear... non-stop. It's just continuous. And I'm like, oh. Oh. I'm like, Amy? Because I was in VC with Amy and Ran at the time. We were all playing Fortnite Racing. And we tried to fix it. Didn't work. Amy, we spoke to a few people and they were like, I think that's a RAM issue. I was like, okay, I'll go get new RAM. Got new RAM. I got it on offer. JK. Because I was like, I'm not playing full price for RAM in case that's not the issue. So I got it for cheap. I got it on offer.
Popping in to say hi bye.
Hi, Ollie. I was like, I'm not playing full price. Listen. I was like, okay. Get it. Half price somewhere. Get it. Done. Amy put it in for me. Doesn't work. I'm like, shit. Might be the screen or battery. See, I thought it was a screen. It's not the screen. Because my monitors worked perfectly with the backup PC. And I was like, shit. So what I did was big brain plan. I went to CEX. If you don't know what CEX is, it's basically a shop where you can buy things secondhand. And I got a graphics card for like £100. Usually they're like upwards of 300, 250, 300. They're spenny. And at the moment, I was like, I'm saving up to move out. I haven't opened my commissions yet. I don't have the funds to just throw at a brand new the graphics card in case, you know, that's not it. So I was like, I'll just get a graphics card from CEX. Rand puts the graphics card in, looks at my old graphics card and be like, why is this not working, bro? This is like a perfectly good graphics card. I don't know why it's not working. We put in the new one. Works like a charm. I am gonna go get my graphics card fixed because the one I'm currently... I don't understand PC stuff. I'm gonna put it in my hands up. I don't know anything about PC stuff, which is why it took so long to fix my PC. Currently my PC now, the CEX one, was a NVIDIA. It's a NVIDIA 1680. Super, might I add. That's the one I currently have. The one I had was a RTX 3090. Which, if you don't know, is a very good graphics card. I did not know that this PC had that good of a graphics card because it was a pre-built. 1,500 long. Yeah, that is the graphics card. Yeah. So. And I was like, well, I'm not getting a brand new one of those because fuck that. So I'm gonna go see if I can get it fixed somewhere. But right now, this one's working. Currently, I'm working with one monitor because it didn't have 2 HDMI ports. Only had one. It does have a DP port. So I had to order a DP to HDMI cable for my other monitor. But that was like £6 on Amazon, so it's fine. That should be coming in tomorrow. But you know what? It's working fine. Guys, I don't stream like high quality graphics games anyway. So I'm fine. I don't need a buff graphics card to play Stardew Valley. I'm good. What is a quid? Quid is like money. It's just slang for money. It's like how people are like bucks in America. I think you can get HDMI splitter if you have 2 monitors. I just ordered a HDMI to DP one because that's what I had. I had one of those for my monitor in Ireland, and it works. So, but yeah, guys, now that I have my PC back, you know what that means? art streams! Yay! Art streams are back. It means I can record normally. It means my sound is normal again. Thank God. Thank God. I'm so happy to have my baby back. This PC, I didn't realize it, but it's my child. I love this PC. Like, I've never loved something... Sorry, I love my girlfriend. I've never loved an object more. You know? I love Amy, and then I think this PC is a close second to Amy. Like, I adore this PC. It has so much stuff on it. Has so much stuff. And I know I could have, like, taken out whatever memory thing or whatever the fuck. Because so many people told me that. But this PC has it set every way the way I like it. It has all my settings adjusted to my exact liking. And everything is perfect on here. For me. And you do not know the pain of having to set up a whole new PC without all of that stuff. You know what I mean? It's great. I have a PC that has all my shit on it. And everywhere, it's mine. It's my way. The way it is. You know what I mean? It's also white. And it has rainbow lights. So, I am gay. So true. Me and Amy went to a house viewing today. And I love telling people that we're gay. Because people think we're house sharing. And then we're like, no, we're a couple. Yeah. Well, updates to have for you guys. So I'll be recording my Patreon podcast today. Because that was supposed to go out yesterday. But there was still a strike on. And I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. Patreon podcast is not more important than a strike. Just try to stop a genocide. That's gonna be today. I've not recorded it yet because I've been out all day doing things. I've started doing my daily planner again. Wow. What is in my daily planner? What did I do today? What have I done? Stream. Check. Record podcast and not yet. Shower. Did that. I had a nice shower today, actually. Dinner, haven't done yet. Meal plan, haven't done yet. Set up PC, check. House viewing, check. Content schedule, check. Guys, let's have a chat. Can you guys tell that I'm like antsy about streaming again? I'm so happy that I'm streaming right now. Check. Cried? Yeah, I put shower on my to-do list every day because it's something small. And sometimes when I get depressed, showering is something I really struggle with. I'm gonna be completely honest. I really do struggle to shower sometimes because of, like, when I get into a very deep depression, it's like the one thing that I struggle with, where sometimes I just need to run the bath and sit in it. Like that, I'll do that instead of shower. Which isn't, like, you know, it's just the whole process of turning on the shower, getting into the shower, standing in the shower, where I had a bit of a depressive time this month for no reason. It's just sometimes they happen, you know, when you have depression, sometimes you get depressed. Crazy, I know. I got the January blues. But anyways, I couldn't shower. I couldn't bring myself to shower. So I just ran the bath and put loads of bubbles in it and sat in it. Sat in the bubbles. And I watched an art video and I just sat there in silence. I didn't wash my hair or anything, but I sat in the bath. And, like, sometimes it's very hard. And if people, I don't know. I know hygiene's a really important thing. But sometimes when you're depressed, it's very hard. I don't know. There's some specific things that people who are depressed go through. One thing though, my hair was so healthy. I didn't wash my hair for like a week and a half, and I got so healthy. I just brushed it every day. And I got myself back into like having baths instead. Yeah. I got off track. I got sidetracked. Anyways. I had a realization. I sat and I spoke to Ran and Amy. And I asked them, because I feel like they know things about content creation. And they're my friends and my girlfriend. My friend and my girlfriend. And I was like, guys, I've got a question. And they were like, okay, what is it? And I was like, Danica, thank you for the 13 months. I was like, I got a question. And they were like, oh god. Amy, whenever I say I've got a question, Amy's always like, oh god, no. Oh god. What are you gonna ask? Because I do ask stupid questions sometimes. But I was like, I want to do YouTube. I want to do YouTube. And they were like, okay. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do animatics, like you know, the way like Illumination style, like talking and like the animation and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to do art videos like what I've been doing, like what I was doing. Or I don't know if I want to do gaming. Gaming's less to the side. It's more so between art and thing. And Ran brought up a really good point to me. Ran said, why not do them all? And I was like, I can't do that. And Ran was like, but why? And I sat there and I was like, you got a point. Why? Why can't I? Two different channels? No. I'm just gonna stick it all on one channel. I'm just gonna throw it all on there. If you've noticed, I've kind of had a few TikToks that have blown up recently. Which have been me doing... I actually uploaded one if you want to go watch it. Which have just been me drawing my silly little character. If I was to do animatics, they're gonna be in that style. That's the style they're gonna be in. They're gonna be in the little goofy little style. Art videos. I actually filmed me watercolor painting the other day. That is going to be going somewhere. Don't know where. Who knows? I'm just gonna start doing what I want instead of locking myself into a niche. That's how Amy worded it. Amy was like, don't lock yourself into a niche because of what YouTube makes you think you need to do. And then Ran said, if you want to make money, then do the Reddit storytime thingies that TikTok does. Because those accounts make so much money, by the way. They're like stumble across the, am I the asshole? And it's just someone like making, someone's like doing slime. And like, it's like a 2-minute story time thing. Those make so much money. Like an insane amount of money. And Ran was like, if you want to just make money, do that. But I know that's not your thing. That's not your like your aim. And I was like, so true. Ran was like, you want to do creative shit, just do it. And I was like, oh my god, you're so right for that. So I'm gonna start uploading every 10 days to start. I actually have, I'm saying a meeting. I don't have a meeting. I have a call with Amy and a few of our friends. And I'm doing a whole content plan thing tonight because I have a lot of content I want to do. I am like 40 days into recording a 100 Days of Stardew Valley video. That's gonna be part gameplay, part animated. What else have I got? She like the silly Reddit story times. I like them. I do. But I want to do creative shit. I love Stardew though. What else am I doing? I'm opening commissions at some point. I was gonna do it today, but I was like, I'm probably gonna do it at the end of the week. Because I need to make my little form thingy. I don't want to unload too much on myself in one day because I also have some of the pieces from the... Wait, how long... Wait, did the thingy not sit? Hold on. I just realized that the thingy was gone. Hold on. Hold on, sorry, chat. There we go. I'm gonna pin this. I didn't realize it ran out of time. There we go. I'm doing stuff with Particles for Palestine at the moment for the pop-up for eSims. And so I have like 4 or 5. I'm almost done actually drawing them today. 4 or 5 little animals that I'm drawing as watermelons, like in a watermelon. I'm drawing the animals in a goofy little style like Goose and then coloring them like watermelons. So that's what I'm doing for Particles for Palestine. If you want a goofy little animal, it's I think it's $15. You donate, and you get that silly little animal. Wow! Why is my whole free page for TikTok about war? It's not about war. It's about a genocide, probably. It's probably about Palestine, if that's what you're referring to. If you don't know, there is a genocide going on. And you should educate yourself on it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not the person to educate you. I'm gonna keep on boosting what I see. I'm keeping myself educated, but... Times for Gaza is a very good account on Twitter that is constantly updating. That's one of the things I've been using as a source. But yeah. Turn to your own research and education. Exactly. I have a lot of resources that I've retweeted on my Twitter, on both of my alt and my main account. So if you're looking there, there's stuff there. Let me actually send one in. I can send in one of the recent ones that I've retweeted. Oh shoot, I clicked on a random account. Yeah, let me send in this one. There we go. Turn to art for art, Palestine Commission thingy. It feels so good knowing that you're helping people, to be honest. So yeah. That's a thing. The link I just sent in is a thread of resources. If it is letting me click it, that would be great. Does it work? Hold on. Yeah. I've missed Guqqie stream vibes. I've missed streaming. I've missed streaming a lot. Streaming is obviously my job. I'm trying to make more so being an artist my job. Like, I get more of my income from doing art. So. But yeah, I will be doing my little Patreon podcast after stream. I'm probably gonna have food first and then record it. But which I will be talking about the ARG comic. Yeah. I've missed you guys though. I've missed streaming. I feel like the last like 10 days have gone by so slow yet so fast. You know. That's January. Why is it still January? It needs to end. January blue. Why is it still January but says it's still close to February? I can't remember anything about January, yet I remember everything about January. You know what I mean? January has felt 8 weeks long. You know what I mean? That's my best way to describe January. Feels like the second week in January, but also 4 months into the year. The thing is, right, we're gonna get to February 1st in 2 weeks. Right? Because that's how long January is, even though there's only 2 days left of January. And then February is gonna go by in a week. And then we get to March, which will go by in about 2 weeks. Then April, which is a forgettable month. I'm sorry if you're born in April, but April's a forgettable month. Like, what do you remember happening last April? Hiya! I'm so sorry if your birthday's in April. My birthday's in March, as it should be. Guqqie, you just described the months of the year perfectly. Okay, so April, forgettable. Don't even know how long that one is. May is fairly long. In my humble opinion, May is fairly long. I feel like May is about 6 weeks long. June, a week. July, 2 weeks. August, depends. If you are a student, a week. If you are not a student, 4 weeks. 4 weeks. It's about a month long. September and October merge together. April. Oh. November. December are so long. December actually not. November is. November is so long. Who made November that long? We should make November shorter. September, October, April, December. Yeah. November is as long as the word November. Which is long. November's the Thursday of the year. And December is the Friday. And then January is the Monday. Because we don't get the weekend. It skips. April sucks because rain chilly. Actually, last year wasn't. Last year, I thought April was nice. I think, if I can remember correctly. Hi! Hi, Amy Raiders! Amy Raiders, do you think that the month of April is forgettable? Because I do. I think it's forgettable. Amy Raiders! Hi! Did you miss us? Did you miss me and Amy? People are saying no. What happened in April last year? Other than some of your birthdays. Exactly. You don't know. No clue. Easter doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't count. I can never remember when Easter is. Because it's not on the same day every year. What's the point? 2 years? Jesus, thank you for the sub, Navi. Jesus, 24 months. Oh, hi, guys. We're chilling and chatting. We're chatting and chilling. That's the vibe today. You just did an ace bracelet? I'm ace. I'm so low in my chair. I'm just realizing. By the way, chat. We're gonna be doing another OC stream. Me and Amy. In, like, this week at some point. Me and Amy are gonna do the... Remember we did that...
It's lovely to see you streaming again.
But we're doing another OC stream. I think we're doing Adventure Time this time around. Which is gonna be fun. We're not gonna make them bubblegum Marceline, obviously. As funny as that would be. And then I don't know what we're doing next. It'll be one of the suggestions. Why do I keep yawning? Why is it such a yawny day for me? I just realized I don't have a sub goal on my screen. Sorry, guys. That's a bit homophobic of you guys. Well, I hate gay people, so... Sorry. My bad. I think everyone should be straight. Sorry, guys. Just my opinion. Imagine liking men is so true. Animated men are fine. Entering their English accent era. The day I enter my English accent era is the day my mother disowns me. Because the pride of Ireland is too strong for me to take on an English accent. I think, yeah. People who aren't Irish don't understand the Irish pride against England, which is really funny to me. I'm moving to Ireland soon. I'm so sorry. I'm surprised you could find property in Ireland. That's why I'm in Brighton. If I was to stay in Ireland, I would live in a potato field. That would be the only place I could afford. Expensive over here, man. The amount of Irish people that I know move to Brighton because it's cheaper is crazy. I'm so sorry. Should I be scared? No, it's just expensive to live in Ireland for some reason. What's your favorite pride flags? Irish flag. Love the green, white, and orange. Dublin's most expensive place in our city in Europe. Yep, sounds right. Sounds right. The living period. When is there gonna be a housing crisis? Why don't people build houses and give them out for free? Guys, I think I just had a business. I just made a business opportunity for a lot of people. I think we just solved it. Isn't it? Okay, I actually have a fun fact about Ireland, which is really sad. So there's a lot of places in Ireland that are ghost towns. Not even ghost towns, but what they did was they were like, do you know what would be a good idea? We go and build houses, a lot of houses, like a housing estate, in an area where there's nothing. And then we make those houses really expensive. Because people are going to buy them. And there's just loads of housing estates that are just empty because no one can afford them. And there's nowhere around to do that. So there's a lot of really nice houses that are just empty in Ireland because no one can afford them. Which is crazy. And there's a homeless crisis. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Why? Because people are stupid. That's why. You speak Gaelic? I can. People are like, let's build houses, but then have no accessible shops or any amenities. So they just live there. And then drug problems happen. Because kids have no other things to do other than do drugs. Because there is no cinema or anything for kids to go to. Or people to go to. Other than the local Tesco. I mean, I know there's a... I forget what is the town name called. There's a very big example of that in Ireland. Google, hold on. I'm getting political right now, chat. Sorry. This is a very... Like, this is something that's very important to me. And I'm like, it feels stupid. Was it Bally... I don't know. There is a place. I forget the name. But I remember learning about the place and being like, wow. Like, wow, that's crazy. Okay, that's the equivalent of going to Walmart for fun in small towns. That's literally... I remember I grew up in a really small village. I grew up in a really small village in Ireland. I'm not going to tell you what county I was in. It's none of your business. In all honesty. And I grew up in Ballymun. That's it. I remember learning about Ballymun in religion. Which sounds weird. Well, our religion class... My religion teacher was like, you don't need religion. It's fine. Let's learn about the issues of Ireland. And then he just gave us all these drug lessons. And I was like, alright. Fair. Thank you, Andy, for the raid. I was like, thanks, sir. But, I grew up in a small town, a small village in Ireland. It's now a big village. Crazy. Because they've built more houses there. And you want to know what's in that village? A school. And 3 local shops. Wait, no. 2 local shops. And 4 local pubs. And fields. What are the kids supposed to do? They can't go to the pubs? They go to the fields. More pubs than shops. That's just the normal Irish village experience. Really. 2 of the pubs. I think one of those pubs is shut down now. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. What I did as a kid was stay inside and play my Nintendo. It annoys me how there is no, like, nothing. There still is nothing for kids to do in that town. In that village. And there's more people that live there than places for them to go. I grew up in an American equivalent to that. 3 bars, 2 stores, 1,000 people. It's crazy. And then they're like, why is there issues with drugs in small towns? And I'm like, probably because there's nothing fucking to do. Like, I can solve that. What do you think of Irish secondary schools? I got bullied. I didn't enjoy my Irish secondary school experience until my last year, which was sad because I made actual friends in my last year. Because when you get to 6th year, people are like, hold on, actually, we're about to go to college and shit. None of this matters. And then people are friends with anyone. That's what happened to me. Anyway. Also, people realized I was my brother's little sister, and they were like, oh, she's chill. Like, oh, that one's fine. That was chill. Just chill, guys! I actually remember there was a guy in my geography class in 5th year. So I've been about 16. And I was sat next... Oh, no, I was sat next to him at the start of 6th year. I was put next to him because I was the quiet kid and he was the... He yapped. He yapped for Ireland, essentially. And he turned to me and he asked how my dog was. And I was like, how the fuck do you know I have a dog? I was like, I've never spoken to you in my life, bro. Like, how do you know my dog's name? The fuck? And he was like, yeah, no, I'm your brother. I was in your brother's year, because in Ireland, you can do 4th year. It's optional. My brother didn't do 4th year. He did 4th year. So he was in my year, because I'm a year younger than my brother. Does that make sense? So I was in 3rd year. My brother skipped to 5th year. He went to 4th year. I skipped 4th year, because why would I want to do an extra year in school? Fuck that. But 5th year, he went into 5th year. He was in my class. And I sat there and I was like, the fuck, how do you know? And then he told all the guys in my class that I was my brother's little sister. And the guys didn't believe him. You just skipped a grade? Yeah, it's optional. It's an optional. It's like 4th year is optional because you basically... It isn't like a year of school. It's a gap year, essentially. Where you do... like, you dabble in different subjects. It's like a tester year, essentially. And you also do work experience. I skipped it. I was like, fuck that. I'm getting out of this school. I'm going in doing I'm living my life. Fuck that. And then I finished school and I went into college and I dropped out of college. Oh, I did a pre-college course. I dropped out because I was depressed. It was a shit course. So I dropped out. And then I started working and then COVID happened. What's happening? I had to go. I'm just talking. I feel like I'm just talking, guys. I'm so sorry. What's funny, though, is I got let go. Like, okay, so I've spoken about this before, but I had a really bad experience working. I worked in retail before. I have high respect for anyone who works in retail because it's so horrible dealing with people who, don't have common sense. But I worked in a big, like, shop that was like two towns over from where I lived, because there was nowhere to work in the village I lived in, which, you know, another issue. But I had to get the bus to work and stuff like that. I had a really shit manager, he was really horrible to me. Because if you guys don't know, I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovaries. I only got diagnosed with it in last August. I got officially diagnosed with it. But I've been literally dealing with it for years. I've known I've had it for years. And at this point, I was going in and out of the doctors quite a lot and getting like blood tests and shit done. So I was missing work, but I had doctor's notes, and I was like, "Hey, I work part-time. Just move my shifts. I can work those days." Da 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 da. He was an asshole to me, and I remember I missed work because I was really sick. Thank you for the 17 months. I'm good. I missed work for a couple days. Like 2 days, I think I missed, but I worked back up those days. I would swap shifts with my people, right? And the other managers, I'm gonna add, did not have an issue with this. The other like managers were actually like, you don't need to work back up those shifts if it's a medical thing. This other one was just a dickhead to me. And I remember he walked past me one day when I came into work, and he was like, "I hope you enjoyed your holiday." I was like, "Holiday? I saw call that holiday?" Okay. I was like, I don't get paid enough to deal with your shit, bro. I'm getting paid minimum wage to deal with you. I was like, okay. And I remember I got called in. I was at my desk. He also made me cry one day, which is a whole other thing. I remember I was like holiday staff, and I said that, but they kept me on for longer because I was good at my job. Like I would come in on time and shit. I was never late. And the customers loved me because I was like, hee. But I remember he called me over one day, and he was like, "You just sold that child alcohol." Me at the ripe old age of 18. Fresh age. I was 18. I was a itty bitty baby. 18. And I stood there, freshly 18. I was like, "What?" And he goes, "You just sold that child alcohol." I was like, "No, I didn't. I sold it to the grown man that was with his son. The man paid for it. And it was with a weekly shop. It wasn't just alcohol." And he was like, "No, he could have been a police officer in disguise. And he just sold that to a minor." And he yells at me. He was yelling at me on the floor. And I was like, and I just started crying. I just started bawling my eyes out. And I was like, "I'm really sorry." And he goes, "You're gonna get arrested. You'll get arrested for that." Yelling down at me. And I was like, "Oh, sorry, man." Crying. I went back. He goes, I had like 20 minutes left to my shift, by the way. And I was like, "I'm really sorry." And he goes, "Go clean yourself up and then go back to your till." Like, I worked on a checkout. I was a checkout person. I scanned people out. That's all I did. So I went back and I tidied myself up. Because my eyes were all swollen. Because when I cry, my eyes go so puffy and red. And I went back to my till and I sat down. And there was 2 other women on shift. I loved my coworkers when I worked there. Because they were all mothers. They were all just grown women who were mothers. And a few of my coworkers were my age, and we all got along because they were all in school with me. Like they were in my year, and they were like, "Oh my god, hey." I was like, "Hey." And the 2 people on shift were 2 mothers. And they come over to me. And if you've ever angered an Irish mother, you do not want to. So they walked up to me, and they were like, "What happened? What did he say to you?" And I told them, I explained, and they were like, okay. They were like, "Do not do any more work." And I was like, "Oh, I'll get in trouble." And they were like, "No, pretend to stock the shelves. Pretend to fix up your desk. You're fine. You only have 15 minutes left. You're fine." And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm not angering I'm not angering them. I'm not angering Josephine. So I did what they told me. And then I went up and I got ready and left. Right? The next day I came into work. And I was on self-service. I was trusted. I was only working there like 3 months. And I was trusted with the key at the self-service area, and for some reason they wouldn't think about the cabbage man. Love the cabbage man. I was standing at the self-service, and one of the women came up to me, and she was one of the women. She was like she was like, if you've ever worked in retail, I don't know if it was something where I worked, but there's like all the women who work on the tills, all the people who work on the tills, on the checkout. There's like 2 or 3 of them that are like the main ones who are like kind of in charge. They have the more respect of everyone else. Everyone respects them. Right. One of them came over to me, and they were like, she was like, tell me what happened. And I explained. And she goes, 1 minute. After I told her. She gets over one of the main managers. And she was like, explain to him what just happened. I was like, oh no, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't want to make a big thing out of it. Like, I'll literally just move on. Like, I will move on. Like, I don't want to make a big thing. I'm one of the least confrontational people ever. I will jump out the window if it means I don't cause hassle for people. And she was like, no. Explain to him what happened, because he used to be in charge of the security. And she goes, tell him everything he told you. And I told him all the things that the guy told me. And he goes, he stood there and he looked at me and he was like, how? He goes, first of all, how are you supposed to know if it's a police officer buying a child alcohol for a test? Like, you're serving the adult. And I was like, yes, I served the adult. I just worked in a retail job. I just worked in a grocery shop. That's all. And he did all this stuff, right? This was like 3 months into when I started working. That situation got blown over, right? But this manager would not leave me the fuck alone after this incident. He would continuously make me work on the floor. Like, basically stocking up shelves with heavy stuff. Even though I had in my contract not to put me on the floor because I had back issues from a car accident. And I would tell him that. I'd be like, hey, I was in a car accident. I'm not supposed to lift heavy things. That's why I'm on the tills. Also, I'm able to talk to customers and be nice to them. And the customers like me. There's never been a customer complain about me. Why are you putting me on the floor? The tills are too busy to put me on the floor. And he'd be like, you're going on the floor. And I was like, that's very illegal. I was 18 and did not know what the fuck was going on. And I'd be like, okay. I was like, I don't want to go home crying again. I'm just going to do what the fuck this guy tells me to do. And I would. And it was going fine. And we had a workroom. Like our canteen, like cafeteria thing when we go for lunch would be just a load of different tables. Like a load of different tables. And I would always sit in the corner. In the back corner. Away from everyone. Sometimes my coworkers would come sit with me. But I'd sit in the back corner. I'd purposely take my lunch later. Because I'd like to have my lunch later in the day. So then I had less hours left. And I would also have my charger plugged into the wall. Because there was a socket there. And this manager would always come in. And sit in the table opposite me. Facing me. When the whole cafeteria was empty, he would sit there. And I was like, maybe he just likes that seat. So then I moved to the other side of the canteen. And he followed me next time. Next time I went in for lunch, I sat over there and he sat across from me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Leave me alone. This is a grown-ass man, by the way, who was like in his 40s. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. Okay, so fast. The reason I wasn't quitting is because I was saving up money. Because I wanted to get a good drawing tablet. So I was like, I'm also staying in. I want to have work. I liked my job other than that guy. And then it was like, I've been working at this place for 5 months. Because it was originally a 3-month term thing. Because it was like the holiday season. And then they extended it. I was like, okay. And I'd been working there 5 months. 3 weeks. Important. Right? I get pulled in. I'm sitting at my desk. I'm sitting at my till at the end of the day. I have 20 minutes left of my shift. I have 30 minutes left of my shift. One of the women comes to me and they're like, hey, they're looking for you up at HR. And I was like, HR? What? I go up, shitting myself, because I'm like, who have I upset? I get along really well with all my coworkers. And for like, first time in for a while, this guy wasn't bothering me. Like, he was still doing the lunch thing, but other than that, he was leaving me alone. Because I think one of the managers had a strong word with him because I told him about me being put on the floor when I shouldn't be. And I went and I sat down and I was chatting to the HR girl. I've talked to her before. She's really nice. And she sat me down and she goes, hey, you're being let go. And I was like, what? What do you mean by that? I'm being let go. And she was like, yeah, you're being let go. We're allowed to let you go without reason before your 6 months contract. I was like, what? I was like, so you're just letting me go? Like, I'm just being let go? Is there like a specific reason? Like, I know you don't need to give me a reason. But is there a reason? And she was like, you've missed too many days. And I was like, I just sat there and I was like, well, for one, I have doctor's notes excusing the days I was off, which were my actual allotted sick days that I could take. And two, I have worked more than my required hours in those weeks that I've missed days. And I was like, that's not a valid reason to let me go. And she was like, yeah, but we are allowed to let you go without reason. And I was like, when is my 6 months? And she goes, next week. And I was like, so I'm being let go a week before that gets in? And she was like, yeah. You can go back down and work now. I was like, okay. So I left the HR office and I walked to the staff bathrooms trying to keep my composure because I was like, I wasn't even sad. I was like, this is fucking funny. This is funny as fuck. So I went and I sat in the staff bathrooms and I sat down. Because I was like, I'm not going back to work for 20 more minutes. They just let me go. And they were like, she also said to me, she was like, you have to work the week. The next week that you have rostered and then you go. Like, you have a week's notice. And I was like, okay. So I went and I sat in the staff bathrooms and I went to my family group chat. And I go, guess who just got fired? Guess who just got fired? My mom being like, what? And I was just in there. And I was like, it's kind of funny. Because when I was growing up, I was the one that my family was like, this one will get a good job and be stable. And now I'm a Twitch streamer. My brother was the one who the school was like, he's not gonna get a job. My brother's a full-time electrician now. He's got his qualifications. At least you're stable. You think this is a stable job? Babes! No! But... Hi! I'm talking about my retail experiences. Talk about my retail experiences and how I got let go for no reason. You okay? You tired? Oh, sleep. What's up? Can we end? Okay. Amy's just standing in my doorway, by the way, guys. Oh. You're just distracting. This is my jumper.
You can't do this!
Fits me so well.
When I wear your clothes...
Yappa, yappa, yappa.
Had no one back your cats back.
Yeah, now the chat's back, they can fuel me. You are. Fine. You can nap now. Because I'm going to record my podcast after. What time do you want me to wake you up? What time do you want me to wake you up? Okay. Amy's got to nap, guys. You're sleepy! Anyways, where was I in the story? Oh yeah, I went to the bathroom. And I texted in my group chat, guess who got fired? My family being like, what? What do you mean by that? What do you mean you got fired? My mom was collecting me that night. So what happened, right? I stayed in the bathrooms. I scrolled TikTok or whatever. Well, I scrolled Instagram. My podcast is on Patreon. What did you do to your mother? No. The thing is really funny because my mother hated the job that I had and she wanted me to leave for ages. And I walked because how you had to get out, how I had to leave was, you had to clock out and then you leave through the back. You can either leave the back way or you walk through the entire shop to go to the customer exit, which is usually where my mom picked me up from because she usually got a few bits before she left because she used my little discount. And I walked through the shop and I met my mom at the front and we both look at each other and just go, we get into the car and we both just laugh. And I explained to her what happened. I was like, the fuck was I supposed to do there? Right? And my mom was like, yeah, no, this one. Don't worry. She was like, it's literally a minimum wage job you were not getting paid shit for. Also, this was the Monday, right? I was scheduled for the Tuesday and the Friday. Right? This was March 2021. Wait, 2020, I believe. Hold on. When did COVID start? Let me Google it. Because this is insane what I pulled off. 2020. This was March 2020. Right? When COVID got to Ireland, right? And rumors were going around. Right? The Friday... Wait, I was rostered in on the Saturday, sorry. The Friday was when Ireland went into lockdown for the first time. And I went to work on the Tuesday because I was like, I'm still rostered in for the week. And I went in Tuesday. And one of my coworkers was like, what was your meeting about? And I was like, oh yeah, I got let go, bro. And he was like, why are you here? I was like, what do you mean why am I here? He goes, bro, what are they gonna do? Fire you? Like, why are you working? And I was like, oh my god, you're so right for that. Why am I here? So we went into lockdown on the Friday. And I was rostered in on the Saturday. So I ring up for the last ever time. And I'm like, hey. And the nice manager picks up that liked me. Like the one that I talked about who was the guy who was in charge of he was originally in charge of security. I was like, hi, manager man. And he goes, oh my god, hi, Guqqie. I could hear how busy the shop was. Like, this was like the phone that was in the shop. Because obviously, they just went into lockdown, so everyone's buying loads of shit. And I'm like, I'm just letting you know. I'm not coming in today. And he goes, why not? And I was like, because I'm not going to. My mom made me word it this way, and I was like, oh my god, Mother Guqqie, you are actually the goat. She goes, I was like, I'm not going to come in to a job that let me go. I'm not going to come in and risk my life for a job that just let me go. Because obviously COVID has started. And he goes, that's fair enough. And he goes, I wish you luck, and I hope you stay safe with your family. And I was like, you too. I wish you the best. And I hung up. And I'd never had that high ever in my life before. Right? Fast forward to the summertime. We were still in lockdown. My brother was getting the payment from the government about, because he wasn't able to work that time. And my mom was like, okay, why are you not applying for that? And I was like, well, I lost my job right before COVID, so it wouldn't count. And also, it wasn't due to COVID. Like, I can't work because of COVID. Like, my job is still going. And my mom was like, you can still go for it. You can still apply for it. Like, what are they gonna do? Reject you? I was like, true, yeah. They're probably gonna reject me, but like, you know, they didn't reject me. I did have to pay all that money back, but they didn't reject me. So I just started getting a weekly wage. For getting like because of COVID. So jokes on that, shop. I didn't have to pay all that money back because it was like the government loan thing. But it was kind of funny. That's what you get for letting me go. For no reason. I also, fun fact, story doesn't end. Because my mother does my taxes. Because she's an accountant. I love my mother. And she does my taxes for me. And she was like, Guqqie, according to your thingy, your tax, you are owed a good amount of money. And I was like, why am I owed a good amount of money? Why am I owed? She was like, you're owed about 2,000 euro. I was like, why am I owed 2,000 euro, mother? The fuck? And she goes, do you remember when you worked in that retail job? And there was those couple weeks where you got taxed up your ass? Because of emergency tax? And I was like, that job that I had nearly 4 years ago? And she goes, yeah. They owe you money. And I was like, how do I reclaim that back, mother? And she goes, I got you. And she reclaimed it back for me. So I still got paid from that job 4 years after leaving. Which is crazy. That COVID started 4 years ago. That was a really long-winded story that no one asked for. But it's kind of funny. Come on, Guqqie win. Steal from corporations. You know, shop at small businesses. For corporations, though. I also, in fact, if anyone from that work is watching, which I doubt, I did used to give the old ladies on Sunday their bread for free. Because they were old ladies and really sweet to me. So. Feels like it's both been a decade and also a year since COVID started. My mother actually got COVID recently. For the first time. Free bread W. Yeah. I would give the old ladies their bread for free. Because they were old ladies and they would always pay me with their coins. Like they would be like, here's €1, €2, 50 cents. And I'd be like, keep the change, Margarine. Marjorie. guys haven't gotten COVID. Yeah, I've gotten COVID. It was horrible. It wasn't a good experience. I was so sick. It wasn't even recent either. It was like a couple... I don't know when it was. It was a while ago, though. But, like, it was like... I remember getting it and being like, oh my god. What is this disease? I feel like I'm dying. And then I did a COVID test and I was like, oh. Old ladies are so cute. When they're not mean. Old ladies are cute, though. Love old ladies. Love them. But yeah. I had COVID like 7 times. Jesus. Oh, I had COVID. When was it? I actually don't know when it was. My favorite Voltron character? Why are you asking me that question in the year of 2024? It was Lance. Guys, have you seen my TikToks that I've been doing? I actually posted one today. It's been in my drafts for the last few days, but I was like, I'm not going to post during the strike. So. But I got a lot of people in my comments on my recent thing being like, actually, the Voltron fandom is still alive. It's people who are new to the Voltron community and didn't experience the live queer baiting. They're like, actually, the Voltron community is still alive and kicking. I'm like, let it die. Kill it. Let it go. It's gotta die. Kicking. I'm gonna soft block you from my priv. Sooner. Lua. People who turn to me, they're like, I love Voltron. It's one of my favorite shows. I'm like, are you new? Have you only seen the first 3 seasons? Did you know the live queer baiting? Do you know the cupcake incident? I had to live through it. Right. Do you know the Jeremy Shada interview that he did over Skype? In like September time. I don't know what year. Do you know the photo? All the photos that Jeremy Shada would purposely get with Keith cosplayers specifically? Do you know the statement that they made? That they said that Dreamers wouldn't let them have gay rep, but then the following month, She-Ra came out? Do you know that? Voltron fandom should be able to skate at this point. They were just lied for fun. And then a lot of them got angry at the community because they fueled the community. They were like, guys, you shouldn't... I remember Jeremy and Bex. Like, cause I wasn't one of the people in the community that were like, meh! Like there was crazy people in that community. I would just sit. I enjoyed Voltron. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I liked it. You know? And I just watched as the community was crazy. But they had reason to be crazy. Because they were kind of baited by a lot of the cast members. Their crazy was justified. And then, when like Jeremy and Bex got annoyed that the community were upset, despite them fueling the community, is crazy to me. Like, well, what if Shipping Wars went hard, man? Baiters and cast baited everyone, and then we're like, why are you guys mad at us? No, exactly! That's literally what happened! I remember experience. I'll never forget. I'll never forget the convention. I wasn't at the convention, but I watched the panel where one of the executive producers, I think it was Lauren, Lauren, forget her name. She was like, yeah, Adam is Shiro's significant other. Bro was in the show for 2 minutes. Killed him off. Spoilers, by the way. Like, Adam. Bro got 2 minutes of screen time. Yet got more character development than Hunk did for the whole show. Which is really sad. Because Hunk just got sidelined so much. They hated the gays. They also hated women. Unpopular opinion. Maybe. Who knows? They also hated women. Because remember the whole thing when they were like, Laura's not gonna be used as a love interest or like devolved into a love interest or anything like that. She is gonna end up on her own, not have a significant other. And then season 8 came out. Also made Paige mistake for a guy half the time. Actually, I liked the idea that they should have gone the trans route with Paige. Rihanna! Paige is non-binary on the hell. Look, they should have done the non-binary or trans route for Paige. Into everyone's character and so frustrating. No, because you know who got the like a really bad end of the stick? Fucking Lance. Anyway, I'm waiting for Defenders of Tomorrow. Come out. I didn't remember that one. I didn't remember Leah Kira. Can't wait for Defenders tomorrow, guys! Genuinely, I remember so many artists and writers coming together to make the AU of Defenders of Tomorrow, and it was insane, and it was cool. But yeah. I've been told to watch Skate. I did never watch season 8. Yeah, don't watch it. Don't watch season 8. I remember watching season 8, and at the end I started crying because I was like, what the fuck was that? That's it. Also, it's crazy how much they queerbaited Lance. I remember I rewatched the show a while ago, with my sister. And the amount of queer baiting they do in the show is crazy. Like, it's insane. They really wanted to keep the queer teens watching till the very end. Like, it's disgusting. And then there's still people like, I love Voltron! And I'm like, no! No. Let it die. That's a part of my life that needs to go. I hate Voltron as much as... Okay, because the thing is, I enjoyed Voltron. Voltron was such a core part of my... Like... It's such a core part of me, I feel. Because I watched it since season 1 was airing. Like, I watched it as the show was airing. From like 2016 to 2018. Part of the Guqqie lore. It's the reason why Sea Guqqie's spacesuit is purple. which is kind of funny. Like, Guqqie's spacesuit was loosely based off of the Voltron, like, paladin thing. Yeah, that's why it was purple. Originally it was gonna be blue, and then I was like, you know what, for a giggle, I'll make it purple. Guys, what if me and Amy made a server? Stay with me. What if me and Amy made a server and it's just Voltron? But we like do everything up to season 3. And then we do it good after. Voltron SMP! Bit funny. That'd be funny as fuck. Do you guys know whenever there was like a year last year? No, it wasn't last year. Was it last year? It wasn't last year, it was the year before. When me and Amy went to TwitchCon Amsterdam, there was like a part of it where me and Amy weren't like together because like there was like me and Amy are usually attached by the hip. But I went off to do something. And Amy went to Artist Alley. Amy went to Artist Alley. And then came back and was like, oh my god, I got you something. And I was like, oh my god, what'd you get me? You went to Artist Alley without me? Fuck you. But also, oh, thank you. Why am I shiny? And Amy hands me an art that she bought from an Artist Alley booth. And it was just Clance. And I was like, well, thanks. And that piece of art is downstairs. Yeah. I remember just them handing it to me with the shit-eating grin that they would have, and I'd be like. And then Michaela got involved with it and ran, and I'm like, I'm never. They're like, oh my god, look, red and blue, and I'm like. And the thing is, I could put on season 1 of Voltron, mute it, and still be able to say what is being said. I was obsessed with Voltron. And then they fucked us over, so I was like, no, never mind. Like, fuck that. Like, because the thing is, it is a good show. It's really good. And if you want to watch Voltron, I'd recommend stopping at season 3. Watch till the end of season 3. And then just stop. Then just stop. Don't continue. Because from there it goes downhill. When it was good, it was good. But when it was bad, it was so bad. I remember, like, when it was getting bad. And then getting to the bad bits. And I was, like, trying to, like, mentally be like, no, it's fine. They're gonna bring it back. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm picking off this guy. We stayed hopeful for so long. I remember seeing all the threads of people like nitpicking things from like the background the animators were leaving in. And then I remember looking back at it and so many animators left after so many people left after season 3 because they were taking it in a direction that wasn't originally planned, which a lot of people didn't agree with. I remember being like, man, those people were so passionate about that project and then they got like obviously got skewed. I don't know. Slowly getting more disappointed each season. And then season 8 came out and I was like, you know what? This is it. It's make or break. And they broke it. Clone Shear was so poorly done. It was so obvious that it was a clone as well. I remember being like, that's a clone. Like that, like purely because I think, hold on. Wasn't the what was Shiro's clone called? because he had a name. Didn't he? Am I stupid and he didn't have a name? Kuro? I don't know. But I remember like, this is such an obvious clone arc. And in my personal opinion, they should have killed the clone and then revealed that Shiro was actually dead. Instead of fucking doing some weird magic shit and bring him back. Or should have stayed dead. Because, fun fact, in the original Voltron, because Voltron, this one that had all the queer bait in it, was actually based off of an original cartoon from 1984. Where I'm pretty sure Shiro's equivalent dies in the first episode. If I'm not wrong. But Shiro wasn't in the original Voltron. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Where's the? I want to show you guys some of the original. Please, if you've ever watched Voltron and you didn't know it was based off of an original, like the original 1984 one, please go back and watch the original 1984 one, because there's so much shit in it that is so fucking funny. Like, it's so stupid. Also, Pidge was originally a boy. Let me actually look up what let me actually show you guys what the original cast looked like. Characters. Because I'm pretty sure, like, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure that the Shiro equivalent died in the first episode. Correct me if I'm wrong, I can't remember. You still watch the old Voltron TV show? Yo! Well, I'm gonna show chat the photos of what they used to look like. Okay. So we got Keith and Lance, which are two obvious ones at the front. I really liked Keith. I think they should have given Lance the turtleneck in the newer designs, but it's fine. We got Pidge in the middle. We got Alora, who's the blonde one. And then we got Hunk, who's the guy in the end. They didn't change the designs too much. I think the ones that were changed the most were Alora, definitely, obviously. I swear one of the characters had a different name. They did have different names. It was Shiro's character that had a different name, I'm pretty sure. Let me actually look up the characters. His name was Sven. Yeah, it was okay, so his name was Sven. I remember this now. Ramel was his wife in the original? What the fuck is going on, guys? What the fuck is this? Did he die? Did he die, or am I stupid? Am I stupid, or did he die? Maybe I made that up in my head. But there's like an episode of Voltron where he did die. I remember him dying. But there's an episode of Voltron, like the Legendary Defenders one. I know you guys are just listening to me info dump about Voltron, I'm so sorry. Where they go into like an alternate universe thing and they find a guy that looks like Shiro who has an accent and his name is Sven. You guys remember that episode? That was kind of funny. Anyways, I've been live for an hour and a half. I was only supposed to be live for an hour today. We're gonna raid. I'm gonna raid into someone chatters who's live right now. I've missed you guys, so it's nice to be back. Who am I gonna raid? That's right. All right, Michaela. Yeah, I missed hanging with you guys. This has been a fun stream. Thank you for just listening to me talk. Tomorrow will be an art stream, which will be fun. I'm excited for that. But yeah, thanks for hanging. I'll see you lovelies tomorrow. If you're on my Patreon, then you'll see me later. I'll post probably in about an hour or so, because I'm gonna do stuff and record. Like have a little break. So, yeah. And yeah. Probably have to go have a snack. Ooh. But yeah. Bye guys. Thank you for hanging. Enjoy the rest of your days. Make sure to educate yourself in Palestine as well. Please. It is literally the least you can do, is keeping yourself... You should know what's going on in the world anyway. But, yeah. Bye! Bye, VOD viewers. Sorry for the long break.